You like cartoons, right, Tiarnan?
I love cartoons.
How do you think?
This is not turning out into a very
I
good intro.
just forgot exactly what I was about to say. But
Cartoons.
Cartoons. We like cartoons, right, Tiarnan?
Yes, we do.
There has been a lot of cartoons come out recently, mainly from Japan.
Lots of Japanese cartoons.
You know, those old Chinese cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta stick with the meme. But it's spring season of anime, 2018. Probably one of the better seasons we've had this past, like, I don't know, year or so? Like, I can't
couple
remember.
of years, I'd even say.
Yeah, like,
No,
I
it's
can't
been a
remember.
good...
Like, hold on, that's what I was
Well,
saying.
that's what we're talking about today. Just we're talking about the spring season of anime.
Yes.
We won't be going through everything because there's too much. We're going through the main ones that we've seen.
Yeah, we've been watching, like, I think this is the most we've watched per season. Well, most probably.
Oh, yeah. For me, definitely.
I think it's just cutting short for me because I think one season a couple of years ago I watched, like, near everything. Near dropped everything, but, you know.
Like, that's the difference. I don't see myself dropping the majority of this shit, which is real good.
That's like a...
that's... So do I just hop straight in with...
Yes. So... Basically, hold on. Let me just, like, gloss over how this is gonna go.
They can figure it out.
I'm gonna go through we're gonna go through the anime that we've watched, and then we're gonna give our top 5, because, like, you should watch them if we like them. Our opinions, obviously, you're right. We're anime YouTubers.
Can we just... Let's just give a real disclaimer here.
Spoilers for first couple episodes of...
Yeah, spoilers first couple, and also see if there's previous seasons to it. We'll give us... we'll just say spoilers for each thing we'll come to. But, yeah.
Main ones, obviously.
Like...
So, jump it straight... Just straight in.
Straight in
My Hero Academia, right?
Can we do that again? Straight in with...
My Hero Academia.
There we go.
So, third season of My Hero Academia. Obviously, spoilers for the first two seasons.
And spoilers for the first 3 episodes. Have you watched all 3?
Like, I know what happens anyway, so it's not too bad.
Okay,
but
I've watched all 3. We're all caught up in the manga, basically.
Yeah, I got 2.5 episodes through this one.
It's good.
Its budget has just skyrocketed this season. I mean, it's like been slowly, I say slowly increasing the past 2 seasons, but then this season, it seems to just, like, it's like on par with, like, some of the top ones.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, like, insane.
Considering the short time frame,
like,
it's real good. Firstly, like, animation is really, really good. I don't know if it's just me noticing that, but it's really, really good.
This a lot, I think,
especially the way, like, there's the 4 cat people.
Yeah,
their shit is just amazing because they're so expressive and all. It's honestly just top notch so far.
Opening's real good. If I remember it, the opening's real nice. I can't remember what the ending is.
Ending's real good because the ending has, firstly, remember, it starts off with a still sort of
sketchy images.
That goes into a comic book style thing. It's real nice. But you're not here for that shit.
Yes.
Listen, we know what's coming up, and we will always say it's going to be amazing because the best moments are coming up.
This season has, 24, 26 episodes? It has such a 2-core season, I think. So this, like, coming from manga readers, what's to come is probably the best in the entire series.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's one of my, like, I mean, there's a couple of my favorite bits in it. The next big bit in it is, like, one of my favorites.
Like, that's, like, even
that, my favorites, like, so.
By the time it's released, episode 6 or 7.
Yeah.
By that point, a certain fight will have already happened. We're not going to say what fight. Oh, pardon me.
But
I'm not going to say what fight, but a certain fight's already going to have happened by then between Deku and another character, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna...
That's like a real good fight.
It's on par with... What was in the previous seasons? Like the final one between,
All Might and Nomi or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, it's on par with that.
But yeah.
My Hero Academia. It's real good. One of the best
I'd give it
season.
2 Death Stars out of 3 Walker's family packs.
I give it about 5 Bakugo screaming out of 6. But moving along, one I haven't seen, Tokyo Ghoul Re, is it? Or RE?
Yeah, nah, just Tokyo Ghoul Re. Because...
So I am not a Tokyo Ghoul fan at all. It's Tiernan's guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's a real guilty pleasure.
It's the same as Attack on Titan with me. But
like, that's not really a guilty pleasure. Like, that's actually, like, pretty decent. Let's be honest here. Darker Than Black's your fucking guilty pleasure.
Well, true.
Like, we're not... If you're dragging me down, I'm dragging you down with me.
But...
Tokyo Ghoul, this season, story's been pretty good. The issue is, it's very... this here might just be me talking my ass, but to me, it's real clear that the animation is not quite what it has been, and it's just not quite as good. And
is it the same studio doing this one, or
I don't know.
See, it could be a thing because it's not the main series. It's is it the main series? Okay. Well, that's like, why do they not have like a main team on it then?
That's I don't understand either. Like, Tokyo Ghoul's a big one. But that, like I said, the animation is just
you know what this
not...
Me of? Whenever they brought out Attack on Titan Season 2, my net just dropped in quality after, like, a long time. When did, like, Tokyo Ghoul, like, the previous season, when did they end?
Oh, God, would have been around Attack on Titan season. Like, that would have been around that time. But that's the thing. That, like, obviously, for those spoilers for the first 2 seasons of Tokyo Ghoul, you don't mind.
No.
So, basically, first season... sort of similar to manga, not 100%. They have a few things out of order, like, but you know, it's grand, it still works. Second season, I have not read that far in the manga, but as far as I'm aware, everyone telling me is like, my friends know, they're like, yeah, it's nothing to do with the manga. It's just main plot points, and other than that, no. So as far as I'm aware, the way
to the side bits in it,
what?
Sticking loosely to the side bits in it,
yeah.
Okay.
So the way Tokyo Ghoul Re is working, it's like, basically there's the main, it's basically, they're like, yeah, season 2 never happened, read the manga. That's what it seems like it's working as. But yeah, music in it, opening's real good. A lot of the music's pretty good, because that's like what most people go for Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, that's probably, like, that's one of the points, like, I only like about Tokyo Ghoul.
Unravel and all.
Yeah, no, that's like all my favorite stuff. But...
Moving on.
What would you rate Tokyo Ghoul Re out of your scoring
3
system?
pugs breathing very heavily out of 1 great dame.
Okay.
Moving on.
Steins Gate 0.
Oh yeah, it's 0.
0.
Spoilers for his first Steins Gate. We'll just outright see everything else. I'm like, you know, it's okay if you haven't watched this. If you haven't watched Steins Gate, get and watch it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But
this, so far, there's been only 2 episodes so far because they released a week.
Yeah.
Third episode's coming out tomorrow?
Tonight.
Very
late tonight.
Okay.
But
it's really good.
It's shaping up to be on par with the first season. And first season's obviously.
That's the thing.
Like, one of the best.
2 episodes in, I already felt tearing up at certain moments. The characters are still there. It's, put it this way.
They separate, hold on, just to like briefly explain, they separate off from the first world line in the first series, so they go on to a different timeline where episode 23, he doesn't save Christina.
Yeah.
So now it's, but where, just to briefly, like, non-spoil it, they basically, he meets someone who was in her class, or was her teacher or something?
Teacher.
Yeah, teacher. And they build artificial intelligence. Of her, because she was the one who wrote the thesis, and so they have her memories planted in artificial intelligence. And it's just as heartbreaking as you would think it is.
Yeah, it's like legit. It's all those things. If you think of it from like a personal perspective, like see if that happened to you, you die to me, and then I start talking to a robot version of you, I'd be...
You get too attached, you'd be like, I stuck
like
to
you could see it's happening already. There's small moments, like there's those moments, like in the second episode alone, there's a moment where basically Christina says something. What is it he calls her Christine?
He called her Christina, but her name is like Kurisu or whatever.
He calls her Christina. I remember it's like everyone calls her Kurisu, obviously, and then she says something snarky. He turns and says, "Shut up, Christina," and you're like, it's like one of those moments that's real funny, but then you realize how heartbreaking it is.
It takes you back to like you know how it was, but then it slowly starts to sink in. Like, oh no, this is bad. You know.
No, yeah.
But yeah, Steins Gate opened really good. I'm glad they got the original Your Woman back. It sounds like her anyways, but opening's real nice. Shaping up to be a very emotional roller coaster. Tragic.
Oh, yeah. It's real good. But, like it's so solid. I can't fault it. Really.
Yeah, it's
music's pretty good. It's going like that thing. It does go just become an emotional roller coaster, and
I can't wait for I know it's going to be 2 core as well, so there's a lot to come. And I've heard from people who've played the visual novel that this is probably way more of a journey than the first season.
Fuck, I'm so ready. My body is so ready.
Getting attached to people and, things happening, because it's the brink of World War III, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's anything.
Organization are coming.
They're coming. Moving along, though.
Yes.
Golden Kamuy. So, 3 episodes of Golden Kamuy been out.
No, let me just take this.
First season.
Let me just take
real
this.
Bad. Second episode, okay. Third episode, best episode so far.
The manga is really, really good.
It's top notch. It
is really good. The anime, outright, it is pretty fucking bad.
I wouldn't say it's the worst, right?
No, this is just your wee goggles.
But
nah.
This is not the worst. Have you seen some of them that have come out in past years that are far terrible? They're not hitting. It just feels like the studio is just not trying. That's what it feels like.
No, that's the issue. I'm not faulting. I'll never fault the original material because it's really good. I'm about 102 chapters in, if I remember. Mm-hmm. You've finished it and you've read it twice.
Yeah, no, I'm caught up on it. But it's just, you can see the effort's been put in with the tiniest, not tiniest things. Some scenes you can see, that's where they put budget in. End of the second episode, was it? They had Shirashi, and whenever they're falling down and they're trying to get warm, that was real nice.
Yeah.
The third episode was real nice. It's just, if you just cancel the CG bear.
And the fucking CG wolf.
Oh yeah, no, but that's
first episode. That's what I say. I'd say the wolf was worse than the bear. The bear was real bad, but at least you're
you can see what they try to do. But
the wolf is CG'd with a fucking PNG put on top of it.
It's terrible. The OST,
I will already say it. I was saying to you, whoever's responsible for that whole shit show needs to be fired. It is that bad.
It is bad.
I've never. That's the thing. We were talking Attack on Titan season 2, the giant fucking CG colossal Titan.
Yeah,
it's not even that bad compared to this shit.
No, I know.
And we were losing our shit at that.
I think the most see with Golden Kamuy, the thing is that's redeeming it so much is everything else apart from animation. The OST is really good. Opening and ending, both of them are real top.
Mm-hmm.
You got Man with a Mission. That's, you can't fault there. You got voice actors that are brand new. Well, I say brand new. Some of them are veterans. Some of them are just new. Sugimoto's is, and it's top notch. Even you just heard him screaming with the bear in the last episode. It's such top notch. But everything else is very it's just lacking in all the
you remember,
areas.
I was getting real annoyed. There's obviously, if anyone's read manga, there's scenes where people are eating things and they pull real weird funny faces. Yeah. It's real expressive. It's really good.
They didn't do that.
They didn't do that's the thing.
With Sugimoto,
they just didn't do it in the anime. They didn't. It's one of those things. They didn't even really attempt to do it.
They're cutting out the most stupidest stuff, and that's what I feel like it's just.
To be fair, can we just say the anime did make us realize one very important factor.
It wasn't Judo King flying over Hijikata's head.
It was the naked lady.
That's the thing. I totally didn't know what you were talking. I was like, wait, and then I was like, no, but it has to be Judo Boy.
Yeah,
it has to be.
That makes more sense now. That's the worst thing.
And I'm like, oh no, yeah, now I remember. You flung the woman at him.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was like, no, he totally
just whatever way I read that, I just assumed it was him being flipped.
Mm-hmm.
But nah.
Yeah, Golden Kamuy, it's just, I don't want to say a big disappointment, but it's totally there. Not the worst. Like that's
Nah,
thing. It definitely is not the worst.
I'll say it's
this
not the worst. It's not good though.
It's just
I can't
the
call it
studio
good.
just can't. I just don't think this is just not the right studio for it at all.
No,
Like,
wait. That's thing. Like I was saying, deep down, I'm hoping we'll get a reboot. Like a couple of years down the line.
Yeah, like
when it
we get a
starts.
whole
Like Golden
full
Kameh's
metal.
going to start getting a cult following. I do think because it is good.
It already has like I say not a big cult following, but it's very.
It's going to get like don't you know what
down
JoJo
low.
was?
Let's hope the community doesn't go that way.
That's well.
That would be the worst thing ever.
No, but like, so just overall, what would you rate it?
I mean, but 3 CG bears out of 5.
Okay, I'd rate it 3 CG bears out of 2 Ted bears.
Oh shit. But moving along,
2.
Food Wars season 3.
How far into Food Wars did you get?
I got to the more like episode 4 of season 2 before I burnt out on it.
I won't spoil anything then. I'll just keep this real non-spoiler because I want you to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Food Wars season 3. Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more Food Wars. They've added in some stakes I really like. Not actual stakes, but you know.
Consequences?
Yes.
Okay.
They added in some stuff that I really like. I like the direction they're going with it. They took out a lot of the... So this is going to piss off a lot of people. Took it all out. I've noticed they start doing the naked scenes less and less.
That could just
That's
be
like
from
me.
this-
I prefer that because I'm in it for good, fun times, wholesomeness. I'm in it for wholesomeness, food, and friendship. I'm not in it for the naked shit.
No, yeah. Is it on? What's the soundtrack and everything like? Is it OPs and everything?
I like
nice?
the OP.
Those
It's
are always really solid, if I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
Food Wars always
like
has.
you
just,
remember how
nice
much.
ones. Yeah, I like to listen to season 1.
2?
No, season 1's ending.
Yeah,
First one, I really like.
that's that's what I really like. No, it's honestly it's just
It's
solid.
the same as Science Gate. It's just very solid,
I'll just
on
say-
par with the other ones.
First chair is the best boy outright. Also, there's like actually, if I remember, without spoiling anything, the last episode I watched, if I remember, there was a like no reveal. There's like something that's been sort of in the works, being like, oh shit, is this going to happen? Is it not? Just got dropped. So you have that to look forward to.
Oh, great.
So
What would you rate it?
3 Ratatouille movies out of 1 Rat Trap movie.
I don't get any of that. But okay, moving on to Legend of the Galactic Heroes. The new, I say reboot, is it? It is a reboot,
That's
right?
reboot.
It's a reboot. Okay, we both watched this. Episode 3
Well, just-
currently.
I haven't watched the original. I plan to because, like, that's the one thing. I know lots of people do not like this remake, but think of it this way, guys. I'm going to go watch the original now, and it's all because of the remake. Because I started watching that, and I was like, oh shit, Spaceballs. Oh shit. It's like Code Geass, only smarter.
Mm-hmm. This,
So
the
it got
thing
me.
is, though, you got the whole group that's like you. Then you got the other ones that are saying this is like the next coming of Christ, this adaptation, which is
Wait, people love it?
there's a lot of people I've seen. What is it? I think I'm on Kitsu. There's a lot of people that are really in favor of it. A lot
Really?
of thing is, it's from the same studio that make Kuroko.
Yeah.
As you can tell, there's a lot of the female audience are sitting there being like, "Oh no, this is like
Superior? Like, I would.
it's totally
I can't say if it's superior or not. I like it.
It's-
I'll outright just say it. I do like it. It's
this adaptation. It's I say solid. It's just it follows it if I remember right. It's like a lot of it's like happening way quicker than what I remember it happening in the original. I think and like you know, it's just all round good. Opening sounds like Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship. Like, I remember, what was it? Were we not like half drunk sitting there being like, it sounds like this song? And I was playing it and we were just like, oh no, like it totally does. And then I seen everyone else post about it and I was like, oh my god. But, you know.
Weirdly sounds like it. But listen, overall, I'll stand by it. It's solid. Animation has not had its time to shine, if you get me.
It's, everyone, my big issue with it is everyone kind of looks same-facey
Nah,
to me.
that's an
And
issue.
it's, characters don't stand out like they did in the original. Everyone has a personality back then. Like,
That's an issue because from what you told me, the original has like loads of characters and they all get their time.
yeah, all these guys
This
just look like
is very-
the same hair, but just different colors. It's the same as Kuroko, kind of.
No, yeah, it's solid. It's solid.
To rate it, I rated I rated a 4 Kierheis and Reinhard bromance out of 5.
I rated 3 blondies out of 2 basketballs.
Moving on, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, this is actually
no,
one
that's 100% you.
Hold on. This is the one. Hold on. I cannot pronounce the name.
Mm-hmm.
It says like Rokuhodu Yotsuru Biori, I think. Basically, just to like very quickly say this, it's just a simple slice of life anime with 4 guys running a cafe. That's literally what it is. It's just a nice little cherry on top of the season, I think, just to, take the edge off after a long day. I read about, 4 Daisuke Onos out of, 6.
Do you have nothing else more to say?
No, it's really just a standard, little wholesome thing.
No,
it's nice. I like the animation in it. It's just simple.
Nah. I see why you try to rush through this one.
I'm not actually, but it's literally. I just think this one's just really.
It's just solid, is it?
It is. It's just. I don't think
you go in. There's no
real
twists.
Special about it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But it's just simple. That's just. And I don't know.
Not a bad thing.
I don't know why I started watching it, but I was like, that's simple. I want something else. I've seen Daisuke Ono's in it, and what's his face? Is it Junichi Suave? Whatever you call him. He's in it. He does Daiki's voice. I love him, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch it. But, right, moving on to anime of the season.
Yes, Dani.
Space Battleship Tiramisu, right? So, talk about the most underrated one this season. I have not seen many people talk about this, yet this is on the Gintama levels, and I adore it. Gintama, Psyche, you name it. Watch out. His cockpit's coming for you.
He sure does love his cockpit. Listen. No, I'll admit, it's good. That's the thing. You know me, I'm not that huge into the comedy scene of anime.
Bursted into your house being like, you need to watch this. I sat there for just 7 minutes long each episode, and I was like, Tiarnan, watch this.
That's like, first episode, I was like, it's pretty good. It wasn't until the second episode and third and all that started really. The Space Chihuahua genuinely made me actually laugh out loud multiple times.
I think, see, we don't refer to it as its title. We've literally been calling it the Space Chihuahua one for since that happened. Because, I ain't gonna sit there and write out tiramisu. Might as well spell Chihuahua badly and then laugh at Tiarnan spelling it way worse than what I am. So, it's just a gag anime, and I'm funny. A sucker for gag anime.
Still, I stand by what I say. I've been saying this from start. The end is going to be something really, really badass that's going to be in all the top 10 anime fights of the season list, and everyone's going to be like, where did this come from?
And that's going to be it. There's no ending to it. I think it's the one song cut into 2. It's the opening and ending. Although hold on, I'm trying
Remember,
to think.
I do like the song.
It's like Psyche's openings.
It's the one that goes, and then it goes, what?
Yeah, it's basically it. But if you have just 7 minutes of time, it's on Crunchyroll. It's called Space Battleship Tiramisu. I don't know. It's definitely up there for best one of the season.
Why'd you rate it?
About 7 cockpits out of 8.
I'd rate 2 space chihuahuas out of a giant pink lady robot that the man has to pilot.
The fucking talking pube.
Oh, fuck! There's a talking pube.
Be warned, talking pube. So, speaking of pubes, talking of Persona 5, I'm just kidding. The animation.
We are both big fans of Persona.
Yeah.
Persona 5 animation, it's one of those things, I don't know how I feel, but it's one of those things, when you play Persona 5, you feel, it just doesn't, I feel like it doesn't translate well to anime. It just becomes a sort of generic anime, which, when you think about Persona, is a generic-ass anime.
But it has those what you play in the game is what makes it that much better. You don't...
You feel...
And it always gets me about any Persona adaptation is the main character's choices are always completely different to what I done. And I'm always sitting there being like, this is not how I pictured my main character. So it's... The another thing about it, it's done by A1 Pictures. They've done, the Ace Attorney anime and everything. They done the other Persona animations. That's all you need to know. They're not that good.
That's the thing. There's just multiple things like that annoy me. Remember I was telling you the second episode? That's just the thing that made me stop. Or is it the first? I don't know. It's one of the episodes. This is genuine thing that made me stop watching it because I was like, nah, I don't really want to just watch this again, only feeling. Like, I don't want it ruining.
Subpar to the game. Like,
it's the moment where, like, your main character gets his persona. Mm-hmm. In the actual game, it's just better.
It's much more badass.
Yeah, because he rips off a mask, he's bleeding all over his face, and then it starts lighting on fire. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh fuck. You're like, oh fuck. And this, he rips off his mask, there's a little bit of blood, drains away quickly. Mm-hmm. I get the feeling they did this to try and appease the regulations or something, but even at that,
like even with Golden Kamuy, they did smarter ways. They just made ways around it. It doesn't blatantly show what's happening. There's another thing I always see people posting, and it's it's during the all-out attack with Anne, and she's like, she's on the screen, she does her wee thing, but then there's no frames in between. She just cuts to her doing a pose, like real static and shit, and it's like the worst looking thing ever. It's just so nasty, but
just move on. I'm just not.
Just play the game.
Play the game. Every Persona game. I don't know about the first two. I hear they're good. I think you kill Hitler in one.
I want to play the second one.
Is that the one you kill Hitler in?
I do not know.
You definitely kill Hitler in one.
We will see, but yeah. Just play the games. Literally, just do yourself a favor. You'll enjoy it tenfold more.
Start with 3.
A billion.
Start with 3, go 4, and then 5, because you'll see the progress. 3.
Do what I did and work backwards, and then play Persona 3, look at the whole combat system, and be like, where did you go? Like, what happened to this?
You can't control your NPCs. It's so just not good. It's good, it's just not good. Okay. So, this is like the best one for me.
Megalobox. The Ashita no Joe 50th anniversary project.
That's so good. Oh,
it is.
I'm in it for mainly the music, to be honest. Mm-hmm. It's like has that sort of chill samurai shampoo sort of hip hop beat. Yeah,
samurai shampoo. Yeah,
shampoo. Samurai shampoo. There's your hip hop beat.
Yeah, it has those vibes.
Real nice animation.
Everyone keeps saying there's a lot of people saying it's on a similar kind of love level to not love level, but it's a similar kind of thing to Cowboy Bebop. How that was just Cowboy Bebop's like a whole other level, but this is like a lower level, solid, nice little piece of work that can go down as like one of the greatest things to grace this
the anime. It's
world.
a savior of anime.
Yeah.
No, but legit, basically, it's great. Like I have nothing else to really say. It's real solid. It has a standard story from what I see. Standard story was I watched the second episode before meeting up with you one day, and you never watched it, and you're like, let me guess what happens. Tiarnan was like sitting there going through it being like, yeah, no, this happens. I was like, oh fuck, that does happen. No, yeah.
So it's like it's just very generic.
Generic boxing story,
well done,
but with robot arms.
Basically.
You ever see that one
as well.
Hugh Jackman film with the robots?
Oh yeah.
It's that.
Oh god.
It has a kid in it too.
Yeah.
They just copied that. God dang it.
But no, it's
good. Watch it.
The soundtrack's like real nice from it. I do like the animation. OP's nice. And I like the ending to it as well.
I like both.
I think they have a good balance.
I just want the soundtrack to be released.
They do have a good balance of simplicity and art. Yes.
So,
what would you rate Megalobox?
3 robot arms out of 2 Hugh Jackman heads.
Okay.
Now we're moving on to the final 2, I guess.
Okay,
do you want both say them at the same time?
The ones.
3, 2, 1. That one really fucked up anime.
Mine's okay.
Do you even remember what the fucked up one's called, by the way?
I just know it's on site. It's like Magical Girl Site.
Basically, Little girl, legit fucked up shit. It's bad. People who like her are like legit edgy teenagers.
The reason I watched it was everyone was sitting there being like,
that's all you need. You fucking forced me to watch it too.
I needed someone else to drag with me into this pit.
Drag Ken next time.
Okay, but still, like, oh, everyone was like, oh shit, this is like real edgy and stuff. And like, I'm a sucker for edgy things. And I was like, oh my god, gonna watch it. I was like,
it was bad.
It was just bad. Then there was the other one that was a Dance with Dragons or whatever the fuck you call it. It's so generic. It made me feel like I was about to turn like into a fairy tale fan or something. That's what it felt like.
I get you.
You know, it just felt so flat. I just hate things that do that. It's like there's nothing sticks out.
It seems like you have two different ages. You have one which is so generic, it's just boring. The other one is so disgusting and out there, trying to do so many edgy shit that's just bad.
It's trying to fit everything into one just to make it stand out.
How Wolf? Actually, not finished. That's how we'll move on.
To top 5?
Top 5. Run through them quick. We're on 30 minutes.
Okay, so.
Your top 5, go.
My top 5. Steins Gate's probably number 1. Number 2 is the tie between Golden Kamuy and the tiramisu. What is it? 4th? I would put probably. I can't even think. Like, let's put the boxing one there.
Okay.
And then, see, I'm just gonna have a 5th and 6th. Legend and Galactic Heroes and My Hero Academia are kind of on the same scale because I don't feel the same for My Hero Academia as I once did. But it's not to say it's bad.
Mine would be Steins Gate's number 1 for me too. Then the boxing one, probably My Hero to be honest, just because it's the most solid out of most of them. Mm-hmm. Then I don't know. It's like I put honestly Tokyo Ghoul, Golden Kamuy, Legend of Galactic Heroes. No, I'd go Space Dog thing, Space Chihuahua then, and then I'd just put Tokyo Ghoul, Golden Kamuy, and Legend of Galactic Heroes all on the same level.
Mm-hmm. So that's like top 7 or something.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So. I mean, we have a really good season going for us.
Yeah.
And
nothing's going to stop us now.
Legend of Galactic Heroes 2018, boy.